Tehrani with TMC. We're here at CES 2012, and we're in the SurfEasy booth. We're speaking with Chris Houstion. Chris, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. Tell me about your company.
Well, SurfEasy is basically the simplest way to protect your privacy and security on any computer or network. It's a USB key that's about the size of a credit card that you can carry with you. And on here you have your own personal web browser and internet encryption. So you plug this into a Mac or PC, enter your password, launches your own personal browser, so you have your bookmarks, password history, all that sort of stuff is with you, but it's never stored on the computer itself, only on the key. So when you remove it, you don't leave anything behind. And then we also encrypt the internet connection. So if you're using a network that might be monitored or a Wi-Fi hotspot and you're not sure if it's secured or not, it doesn't matter, you're totally protected.
Now, the ISP still can track, right?
Actually, all they'll see is an encrypted data stream. So it's everything that you do is wrapped in the same type of encryption that you would have with, say, online banking. So they can't see the contents of what you're doing, just the amount of data that's going through.
Now, the session in the cloud lives where? In other words, they can't track the IP addresses you're going to, or what sites you're visiting, or
right. So we run an encrypted proxy network and create, basically, you can think of it as an encrypted tunnel in between the browser and our proxy server. So everything runs through there, so anybody in the middle layer between there, it could be a Wi-Fi hotspot provider, an internet service provider, all they see is a data stream that's encrypted going to a specific IP address.
Is it anything like Tor, or is that a different concept?
You know, it's kind of similar concept. We use a different methodology. Ours is a faster solution. It's more consumer friendly. We're really designing this for the average user to be able to protect their privacy anywhere without having to do any complex configurations or settings or even install anything on the computer.
Now, I would imagine that when you say consumer, that it could also be businesses, government, right? I would think it's...
Potentially, for sure. You know, our initial focus is really on the end consumer, but we've seen a lot of interest, especially from small and medium-sized businesses that use the cloud for a lot of their data. You know, if you run a big network and you have your own IT department, maybe not, you've got your own solutions, but if you use things like Dropbox and Google Docs, like most mid-sized companies, this is a great way for anybody to access that information from anywhere, and you don't have to worry about whether or not it's secure.
Now, what about things like Adobe Flash? Does it run Adobe Flash?
Yeah, it works with Flash. It's a normal browser. It's a Mozilla code-based browser.
And what happens? Go ahead.
No, please.
What happens on a tablet and a smartphone?
I need a USB key for the current version to work, but we certainly see an opportunity there.
So you just wouldn't have a USB key?
Correct.
Then you have stuff in the cloud, that the information lives in the cloud, and then all your...
Well, really, there's nothing that we store in the cloud. So,
but that seems to me like how you'd have to do it for a tablet, unless you can get an adapter. Yeah,
the current version, runs on Mac and Windows. It requires a USB drive that you can plug into, but we definitely are looking at solutions for tablets.
Other than that, anything else you can tell us about the future? What's next? What's happening?
We just launched the company, SurfEasy.com, and we're very excited.
Fantastic. How's the response been at the show?
It's been fantastic, and Eureka Park here has been a great way for us to get that out. It's an affordable way to get in a very big show and an international audience, so we've enjoyed it.
Have a great show.
Thanks very much.
Take care.
Thanks for stopping by.